Hello and welcome to Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So, you've seen Jacob Fry already. Let me introduce you to EVIE Fry, who is the sister of Jacob. Now, this is a demo that we've got based around the Tower of London in 1868, and it will introduce you to some of EVIE's skills, including the chameleon skill, which you can see on screen, where she sort of blends, the knife master, which means she just has more knives, and the voltaic bomb, which is pretty goddamn snazzy. Now, I sadly didn't actually use it in my demo because I did a specific way where I was trying to be stealthy, but the stun on it is amazing. It allows you to stun enemies and cause damage, so it's a little bit like the smoke bomb, except it does some damage, and it allows you to either make a getaway or use it in combat to fuck people up. So we're going over to the Tower of London in 1868. Evie and I are going to go and kill a lady that's inside.
Lots of guards. Predictable patrol routes. Thorn may already be inside. Better stick to the shadows.
So Evie's on a boat, as you can see. She's just sailing up. It must be the Thames. God knows. My knowledge of London is atrocious. But we're going to pop in over here. There's some nice carriages. Rather snazzy. There are boats on the river now. I had a little look at those. I've done a few different attempts at this, so this might be cut in with some of the stuff from the previous one, just so I can show you what I'm talking about. But there is a lovely view of the Thames that they're slowly building up. Again, this is still an early build. In fact, there it is. There's the lovely shot of the boats. And you can see all the smoke. It looks really snazzy. This is obviously not the final build, please bear that in mind. But I think you'll agree it's already looking a lot smoother than its predecessor, and it does feel a lot smoother to play.
The shroud is in a chest that matches the key. Find it and bring it to me.
Halt!
Escort to the keys. Halt!
Who comes there?
The keys.
Whose keys?
Queen Victoria's keys.
Pass Queen Victoria's keys. All is well.
You're not with the Royal Guard. How many of you are there? Tell me.
Let me go. This is treason. Just you wait until I get out. There'll be hell to pay.
So what you're now being shown is you're being shown the opportunities, much like in Unity, that you can use to make your situation slightly easier. Now, the Master of the Keys requires a bit of stealth, or you could kill him. It's up to you how you want to play it. In this one, I'm going to be doing the Allied Guard mission because it's the one that is a little bit less conventional for Assassin's Creed. I thought I'd share that to you guys. So I'm now just marking all the guards. Now, all the blue guards are normal guards of the palace. They're the good guys. They're just doing their job. There's nothing there. You know, I don't really want to kill them. The number above the head is difficulty as well for the record. Now, the Master of Keys is over there. I am actually probably going to avoid him this time round. And I'm going to try and make a direct route to the purple icon that you can see, or the picky purple icon, which is the skull. So I'm going to mark the guy that I want to go for. I have to identify him so I can identify the one I want to do. And I'm just going to amble my way here. No one's looking. I can do that. It's pretty cool. So you can see the camouflage stuff is already kicking in just when you stay still. If you play Dota, it's like Phantom Assassin sort of stealth. So let's chat to this guy.
Thank heavens you've come.
That Thorn woman has Templars everywhere, disguised as guards.
I think I could pass as one of them long enough to sneak you inside, except the guards out here already know my face. You need to deal with them first. Meet me by the White Tower when you're ready.
You got it, buddy. Right, let's amble. So I'm going to use, once again, Evie has got the wonderful, wonderful height gaining, I keep calling it the Spider-Man shot, but it's not. And it's actually, the more I use it, the more because originally I was like, oh, this feels a bit weird. I'm not used to this. I'm used to climbing everything. But the more I use it, the better it is, because you can go from one high building to another without really giving a shit. Now I'm going to go for this guy first. I'm going to amble over here, because he is a little bit more exposed, I seem to recall. So we'll take him out. There is a guard there that I haven't managed to mark, so I'll have to make sure I do mark him. Oh, and there's another guy there. Shit, okay. Right. So down here. I like as well that her camouflage can be used anywhere, as long as she stays still. she sort of blends in. You can't do it properly out in the open because that would be taking the piss. But if you're sort of near a wall, you can try and blend in. Now, how am I doing this? Should we drop down? Oh shit, I've been seen. I've been seen? That's fine though. It's not as game over-y as it would be in the older games. Because we just go over here, have a little blend, have a little shuffle. Oh god, he's jumped down. Okay. He's going to come over and investigate me. Now if I stay where I am, because you could see that's where they think I am, I'm going to get found. But that's fine, because I can just do that and kill him. Now, a better assassin than me would probably not kill these guys. Now you can knock them out, you'll notice there, but bugger that. I'm just going to come in and mess this guy up. And this is a very brief look at her combat system. She's got this awesome cane. That guy's going to try to shoot me. I think he might have managed it. It's fine. His hat went flying, which is amazing. And yeah, EVIE does not give a shit. So she, instead of brass knuckles, she is using a cane sword. So if you were watching the E3 Ubisoft presentation, you may remember that the For Honor guy, the presenter, came out, had a cane. We all wish he'd had a sword in it. Maybe he does. He seems like a dark horse. But her combat is pretty glorious. And I wish I had more to show you, but this was one of those missions where it's like, if I go into combat, there are so many guys around here that are going to mess me up, because level 6 is powerful. If you start mucking about and trying to cause problems, then it could escalate very quickly for you and become a problem. So I just thought, no, let's not. There's plenty of time when the game comes out, and yes, I'm playing the game because, good God, I've played everything else, and it's London and it's England, innit? So it's going to be amazing. This is what I was talking about. I could just go up here. The amount of effort that required was pretty damn minimal, which was great. Right, so this is the Templar bit of this of the Tower of London. Now they're all red, so that means they're all Templars, versus blue, which is just guys doing their jobs. So we're going to try and take out the guy on the roof that's wandering about that I have to kill. I really don't want to kill any of the other guys. You'll notice I've also got an objective that says kill fewer than 5 Royal Guards, which means the blue guys. In an ideal world, I'm going to manage that. Whether or not I do, we'll find out. Now, stealthing here is not really happening. The camo is not really happening because, yeah, I mean, what would you camouflage against? But I can stab him in the neck and hide around the corner. So see, she'll camouflage here because it's a proper corner. That's not like a proper corner, that's an overhang. And she had direct line of sight with 2 lots of guards, so it wasn't going to happen. This, however, much better. Now what I'd like to do is I'd like to kill this guy on the roof. So I'm going to amble round. If he comes this way, oh, you wouldn't, would you? You fuck. If you come this way, this would be perfect. But if I do it now, like now. Stealthy stealth. Stab him in the neck. Amazing. And oh, there's a guy there. Let's not stick around any longer. Let's get out of here. We need to get back to the Allied Guard, which means I can basically just throw myself off here within reason. Again, the fact that you've got free run up and free run down, which is in Unity, is so good. Like, it's so nice to have it back. Despite the fact that it can be a bit clunky sometimes, it's really easy for getting down.
That's all for the men out here. What's next?
Miss Thorne wants me captured. If she sees me in chains, she might let her guard down. Can you make it look convincing?
You mean pretend like you're my prisoner? I'll do my best, Mum.
So this shows you a little bit of how the forced kidnapping works. So what we're going to do is it's going to use the detection circles that exist from the main game. You know, in every Assassin's Creed game, basically. And we're going to very slowly amble.
If we get too close, those Templars might realize I'm not one of theirs.
Then let's keep our distance.
So obviously the quicker you move, the bigger the detection circle is going to be, because you're going to be more obvious. So I'm pushing it a bit here because obviously there's no one around, so it's fine.
I've caught the assassin! Open the door! Inform Miss Thorne I'm bringing in the assassin!
But when we get in here, I'm gonna have to be really careful and quite slow. Right, in we go. I like the outfits as well for the beefeaters and stuff. It's very well rendered. It's very true to the one that you'd see if you went to the Tower of London. Hi. This is possibly the worst idea we've ever had, but that's fine. Just ambling through. But they've not noticed, which is fine. That's great. I can live with that. That is an awesome suit of armor. Like, I'll give it that. The graphics for the stone and all of that. It feels very British castle.
I found her wandering inside the walls, ma'am. Thought you'd want to speak with her.
Welcome, Miss Fry. Do you care to tell me where the shroud is?
Right, here we go. It's assassin time.
As you wish. I shall find it without your help. And then I'll strangle you with it. Watch her closely.
Nice. Just stab her through her back, well, her shoulder.
I hope you never find the shroud. You have no idea what it truly can do.
Tell me then.
No.
Okay, fine. Don't. We'll find out in the game then, I guess. So there we go, guys. That is one of the ways that you can play the EVIE demo, which is currently featured at Gamescom and will be probably in a variety of other places across events over the next few months. I am quite excited to see what is going to happen next with the game, and I'm excited to see what happens with Jacob and EVIE, and especially mentioning the Shroud. I wonder if we're talking about like the Shroud of Turin, is it? The one that Jesus was wrapped in? Because, you know, Apple of Eden, we're going down that sort of route, so I guess we'll have to wait and see when the game comes out to see what the Shroud actually is. Thank you very much for watching. Please keep an eye out across the next few days for more awesome stuff that is going on. So stay tuned and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.